Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our 9-month Ultimate World Cruise adventure. And today we're in beautiful Dubai, where we're going to go to the top of the Burj Khalifa.
Welcome to Living Phase 2.
Hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Nancy, and we're empty nesters striving to live life to the fullest.
And we're living that full life aboard Royal Caribbean's 9-month Ultimate World Cruise on Serenade of the Seas.
We are, well, friends, we're the beautiful city of Dubai, and beautiful it truly is here.
It's just stunning. I mean, we've heard several things about Dubai. Obviously, everyone has heard of Dubai. It's got the largest building in the world, tons of construction.
It's the largest, the greatest,
yeah,
the biggest, everything.
Everything, yeah. And to be honest, I haven't necessarily been looking forward to this stop. I thought, it's just a big city. Yeah, it's got some neat buildings, but I have to say my attitude has completely changed, as you'll see over this video. I think this is a city that I would love, and we usually ask this at the end, but love to come back to. And I was very pleasantly surprised by Dubai. Well, we sailed into Dubai early in the morning. However, we really couldn't do anything until 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. Most things, like many cities, don't really open up that early. So getting in at 6 or 7 in the morning doesn't do you a lot of good. Well, today in Dubai, the adventure we've decided to have, because again, like many days, we don't have a lot of time in port. Our ship is actually scheduled to depart at 3 p.m. and being a turnover day, we have to go through UAE immigration and check out, and they've got to get all our passports taken care of. So we have until 3 o'clock today. So what we did is we on advance on the internet reserved tickets to do the VIP experience it's called the lounge at the top of the Burj Khalifa. Now, the Burj Khalifa is the world's tallest building, tallest freestanding structure. It has the highest number of stories, highest occupied story
it has
of
a
any
lot of
building.
Records.
It's tons and tons of records, but where we're going is the highest lounge in the world. And it also has the highest open observation platform in the world. So we went ahead and we booked our tickets and we were going to head over. So what we did is we left the cruise terminal. We grabbed a taxi, which was right outside. It was pretty easy. Almost all the taxis take credit cards here, and they're all metered, so they're fairly fair. The crime rate in the UAE, and in fact they said in Dubai, is zero. They are rather brutal on anybody committing crimes. So it's a very, very, very safe city, and it's very easy to get around. So there's a couple different apps you can use, but most major locations have taxi stands. You just grab a cab and go. I think the cab cost us about $20 for 4 of us. There were 4, us and another couple went. And we took the cab. It took about 30 minutes to get from the cruise port to the Dubai Mall. Now, the Dubai Mall is I don't think it's quite the largest mall in the world, but it is one of the largest malls in the world, and it's attached at the base of the Burj Khalifa, and that is where you actually enter the building. Now, we had our trip to the top scheduled at 11 o'clock because we didn't exactly know how long it would take us to get off the ship and clear immigration, but it ends up we were with them all about 9:30 in the morning.
So pro tip.
Yep.
Check and see if you can go earlier.
That's right.
And they did. They let us go up earlier. And once you go up, you can stay as long as you like. So that was nice.
Yeah. So let's talk about the different experiences you can have at the Burj Khalifa. There is the basic experience that takes you up to the 124th floor. And there's a large viewing area there. You can walk around. There's an outdoor area you can go to that has high walls. It's kind of sealed in. It's outdoors, but it's all glass from floor to ceiling. There's a gift shop there, a small little cafe. You can buy coffee, things of that nature. And then the next experience can take you up to the 148th floor. And that one is a little nicer. It has, some other little viewing areas. I think maybe get a cup of coffee, a couple chairs, things like that. Again, nice view. You can look around in that area. And then there's the experience we booked, which is the lounge. Now, the lounge takes you up to the 154th floor, and you have access to the 154th and 153rd floor via a small staircase that goes up. And it's quite the experience.
It was really spectacular. I mean, first off, it was very quiet. There were very few people there, which is one of the nicest things. There's very comfortable seating around all of the glass area where you could go and just sit down and enjoy the view. They do include one alcoholic beverage, so we all got champagne, and I turned mine into a mimosa, and we celebrated.
Had a toast.
Yeah, that we were up there at the highest point there in the world, or point of a building.
Yeah.
And it was just beautiful. A little canapes, the little finger sandwiches, and other treats that were delicious.
All
They've
included.
done a great job with that.
Any coffee, tea,
Yes.
sodas, anything like that you want, all included as much as you want. And yeah.
I was to say they had a nice little movie there about that you could watch about the building of the Burj Khalifa, and it was a very special moment, and I was very glad I got to share that with you.
Yeah, and it's also where the world's largest outdoor observation platform is, and that one is different. You walk out, and it's really no different than the balcony on our cruise ship. So it's at about about chest level, right about here. You walk out, you're 150, I think that was on the 153rd, so 153 stories up. And you can walk out and look straight down and just, I hate to say lean over, but yeah, look over the balcony. And it's quite the experience. If you have any trepidation on heights, this may not be the experience for you.
Thankfully, we don't.
Yeah, it was amazing. And the nice thing is, as Nancy mentioned in our Mumbai Day 1 video, she had picked up a beautiful outfit from India, and that's what you wore that day.
I did, yeah.
You looked radiant in it.
Thank you. Yeah, so rather than wearing our standard travel clothes, we actually dressed up a little bit more for this experience.
Yeah, they recommended that the dress for the lounge was business casual. Now, you can wear anything. There was one person from the ship up there in just T-shirts and a shorts. But, we thought, we're going to have this experience in the Burj Khalifa, so we did dress up a little bit and put on a little bit nicer clothes. And that made it a little bit more special. We got a couple pictures of you out there on the in your Indian dress out on the open balcony.
Yeah.
It was really nice. In fact, we talked to one of the personnel up there, and she was very helpful. In fact, it was so quiet. There was only 4 or 5 of us up there in the lounge, and I think they were just looking for someone to, can I get you something? Can I get you another Coke? Can I get you, And we said, oh, well, maybe we'll go down to 148 and then come back up. She goes, well, actually, once you go down, you can't come back up. It's kind of one way. You work your way down. And we said, oh, okay, well, maybe go check it out. And she just leans over and goes, don't do that. You're not going to want to do that.
She said, stay here until you're finished here, and then work your way down. But stay here the longest.
And we did, and we understood that why she said that as soon as we went down to 148, because as soon as the doors opened, we heard a baby crying and all kinds of people. It was all crowded, and we went, wow, this is a different experience.
Very different experience.
Right.
Yes.
So I'll put a link to the tickets and where you get tickets to go up to the Burj Khalifa. But we actually heard somebody on the ship, just overheard them passing in the hallway, and they said, oh yeah, we went and did the 148. They said, oh, it's not worth it to see 5 more stories up, you get the same view. And it was $80 difference, as I think what they said is it was worth every dime of that $80.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. If you're going to do an experience like this, it's probably a once in a lifetime. We highly recommend go ahead and book the lounge and get the full experience. Another pro tip here for going up to the lounge, go early. As Nancy said,
Agreed.
You may even be able to go up early. And the personnel at the top said, yes, it does actually get busier in the lounge in the afternoon, and especially at night. If you are wanting to see a sunset up there, you really do have to book those tickets quite in advance and get a very specific time. And it is going to be more crowded than the pictures you're seeing here of us up there. So, well, we've gone on quite a bit. You can tell we really did enjoy this experience.
So they called it actually the first vertical city, which I had not realized that. But there's residences there. There is a hotel there. There are businesses in all the different floors. And so it truly is a city. And then as you get down to the bottom, this huge shopping mall that I'm sure that the people who live there, this is where they do their shopping, because They could get absolutely anything they wanted there in that
including
mall.
a massive grocery store,
Right.
all that.
Everything.
So that is what we did. We went down and we had time left, so we went ahead and walked around the mall. We saw some really interesting stores. We actually exchanged some money there because going to the Seychelles, we needed some euros for some adventures we're having there. Again, anything you want, tons of banks, tons of, it was quite the spectacular mall. Oh, the other thing we didn't mention is right outside the mall, they have a huge fountain, and it's designed by the same company that did the Bellagio fountains in Las Vegas. Unfortunately, we weren't there at a time it was going off. We drove, actually, as we were leaving the mall, our taxi, we saw the fountains going off. But they say that has a huge light show. This is, I guess this is the time to say, we went to the Burj, we saw the mall, and then we had to go back to the ship from our taxi. So with just seeing that, would you come back to Dubai?
Yes. Yeah, I think there's so much to see here. I mean, even in the mall, we know there's ski slopes in this mall.
Yep.
There is also the largest indoor diving pool.
Yep. Deep Dive Dubai.
Dive
Some of our friends on the ship went to Deep Dive Dubai and did a scuba dive there.
Some went up to the top and then did the deep dive.
Yeah, they did the tallest building in the world and the tallest indoor, and the deepest indoor pool in the world in one day. And you do have to do it in that order. You can't go the other way.
Right.
So, but yeah, this was, as I said in the beginning of this video, this Dubai was a pleasant surprise to me. I thought it was just going to be a big city and big buildings and, but it really was a pleasant surprise, and I would love to come back and spend a few days and just explore.
Well, and when we were up to at the top of Dubai, like we could see the what do you call it, the Palm
Palm.
Island.
Yeah.
You could see a bit of that. We weren't right over it. We could see more of where they're building the globe, although I guess they've halted construction on that. But Dubai just has a lot to offer, and although it was an expensive stop.
Yes. Well, we'll give you an example. So Nancy and I have traveled extensively in Turkey, and we love some of the Turkish sweets and different things. There was Mustafa's Turkish sweets there. In fact, we even mentioned we saw a Turkish sweets place in the mall, and one of the Turkish employees here on the ship, one of the crew members said, "Oh, is it Mustafa's?" and she knew it right away. But to give you an example, a small little box, not much bigger than, this, and try to get the camera, it's a small little box of sweets in Mustafa's of some Turkish delight was the equivalent of $48 for a small little box. So,
and one of the crew members went and had lunch, and she said she did not check the exchange rate. $140 was her lunch. I don't know where she went, but so things are extremely pricey there, so be prepared for that.
Yeah, this is a bit of a change from coming from India or some of the other countries we've been to coming to Dubai. Things you just really need to watch what you spend and look at the prices of places. So some hotels can be $1,000 a night. It's you just need to watch that. And in fact, in the Burj Khalifa, the hotel there is the Armani Hotel, and it is that Armani. And in fact, one of the canapes we had was the cheesecake from the Armani Hotel with the little Armani on it. Yeah, everything is done up to the top it possibly can be.
Yes.
And in fact, we were joking about the line from Jurassic Park. They spared no expense.
Absolutely spectacular design, spared no expense.
And we can charge anything we want, $2,000 a day, $10,000 a day, and people will pay it.
No, they didn't. Yes, that's so true.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed this little overview of Dubai. So, well, thanks a lot, everyone.
We appreciate you. Have a beautiful day, friends. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.